Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. We're going to have a wonderful time starting tomorrow night out at East Campus for Revival Night. So I'm teaching on the remnant, shining like stars in the darkness. It's a great study. We'll see you tomorrow night. But right now, let's go over to Genesis chapter 37. I want to talk to you about times when life gets out of hand, when things go too far. Beginning with verse 19. Here comes the dreamer, they said to each other. Come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of the cisterns and say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams. When Reuben heard this, he tried to rescue him from their hands. Let's not take his life, he said. Don't shed any blood. Just throw him into the cistern here in the desert, but don't lay a hand on him. Reuben said this to rescue them from them and to take him back to the father. So when Joseph came for his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the richly ornamented robe he was wearing, and they took him and threw him into the cistern. Now the cistern was empty, and there was no water in it. As they sat down to eat their meal, they looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead. Their camels were loaded with spices, balms, and myrrh, and they were on their way to take them down to Egypt. Judah said to the brothers, What will we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? Come, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood. His brothers agreed. So when the Midianite merchants came by, his brothers pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites and who took him to Egypt. When Reuben returned to the cistern and saw that Joseph was not there, he tore his clothes. He went back to his brothers and said, The boy isn't there. Where can I turn now? I'd like you to notice what happened when things get out of hand in life. We have a series of brothers here who want to kill Joseph. We have two of the older brothers, Judah and Reuben, who intervene. One just wants to let everybody cool off a little bit and just, humiliate him by putting him in the cistern. And the other says, let's not kill him, let's sell him. But I want you to notice, once things get out of hand, you can't put that proverbial genie back in the box. I want to challenge you today. Learn to stay out of situations, learn to stay out of environments where people are letting things get out of hand. Even if you're the cooler head like Reuben, even if you're the cooler head like Judah, you can't pull it all the way back anymore to what's right. Let me say that again. You can't pull these people all the way back anymore. You can pull them partially back, but you can't pull them all the way back. Now, what you have to learn in life is when people start getting out of control, it's best just to leave. It's just best just to go away. Young men especially, when things start getting out of hand, it's best just to say, come on guys, let's leave. Let's just stop this right now. Once it goes past a certain point, you can't stop it. You can pull it back, but you can't pull it all the way back to what's right. He could pull it back to, let's just humiliate him in the pit. He could pull it back to, let's just sell him and not kill him. But they couldn't pull it all the way back to what's right because it had gotten out of hand. Learn in life. Stay out of situations where things are getting out of hand. And better yet, just don't let people start letting things get out of hand.